Now we will move on to taxes. In particular, income taxes that we pay to the US and our state governments. Before World War II, income taxes used to be usually it used to be simpler in a way, in the sense that your company, your boss, will always pay you, and then every year you just pay the U.S. government. That's it. But in 1943, the system changed. Instead, normally your company, your boss, your employer still pays you. But now, a little bit of this money is withheld. And by that, I mean every time your company pays you, you only get some of it. Instead, some of that money already directly goes to US government. And that's your income tax withholding. So your employer keeps a part of your income and pays the government for you. So that ensures that the government will always collect your taxes. Now, how do they know how much money the government is going to take from you? Well, there's an estimate of how much money you have to have your tax withheld. And then you file your taxes to figure out how much money you actually have to pay the government. If you paid too much, if this part, the money that the government got, is too much, then some of it comes back to you, and that's your tax refund. For example, if the year before they estimate how much money withheld, your income tax withheld, let's say they withheld $6,000. But if your actual tax that you actually have to pay is actually $5,800, that means you already paid the government $6,000, and you only have to pay $5,800. So that means that you'll get $200 back, and that is your tax refund. Of course, if your actual tax is actually higher, if you have to pay this much in tax, then you won't have a tax refund. In fact, you have to pay $300 to the US government, an additional $300. So, how to file your tax? There are three main ways that people file their taxes. One is do it yourself by filling out Form 1040. The 1040 is the main tax form. On the IRS website, you can find Form 1040. You can do it yourself. The second is with software. So like computer programs that helps you fill out your 1040. If you make less than $69,000 in a year, you qualify for using these software for free. In fact, in your homework, in your Google Forms, I will send you a link to how you can access these websites. And finally, you can pay someone. You can pay the accountant to fill out your tax forms for you. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it yourself with software or you pay someone, you still need to prepare your documents. What documents do you need to file your taxes? The main one for most people is going to be the W-2 form. W-2 form is from your employer, as long as you are a regular employee. They will send you the W-2 form. And the W-2 form shows how much money you made that year and how much the US government has already withheld from you, how much money the US government already has. For some people, you're gonna also have pretty much everyone I think, you're gonna also have the 1099. 1099 is for other incomes. If you work as an independent contractor, It's the 1099 form that shows how much money you made elsewhere. Basically, W-2 is for your regular job. 1099 is for other sources of income. What else do you need? Well, you need to fully record your other sources of income. Do you make money from elsewhere? Do you make money from your investments? Do you have an IRA, retirement savings account? And so forth. And also other expenses that qualify. For example, childcare. If you pay your daycare or even babysitter, records of that is helpful. If you go to college, colleges record how much tuition you paid on the 1098-T. So you should also have records of your other expenses. We'll continue with taxes tomorrow.